What's up, Witcher fans? Today we're uncovering some of the coolest Easter eggs scattered throughout the game. From nods to other legendary games to references to blockbuster movies, The Witcher 3 has it all. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Number 1. Dark Souls Bonfire Tribute. First up, we've got the Dark Souls tribute hidden in the Blood and Wine expansion. After an intense fight with a giant on top of a massive beanstalk, Geralt can enter a cave just beneath the battle site. Inside, there's a bonfire with a sword stuck in it, paying homage to the iconic Dark Souls save points. And the best part? You can actually take the sword and use it in your future quests. Number 2. Kill Bill's Master Swordsmith. Now, remember the elven merchant you meet in the Of Swords and Dumpling quest? He seems like a humble dumpling maker, but in reality, he's a master swordsmith. Sounds familiar? That's because it's a tribute to Hattori Hanzo from Kill Bill. Once you complete his quest, he'll start selling you some incredible swords. Number 3. Game of Thrones The Sky Cell. If you're a Game of Thrones fan, this one's for you. In Skellige, you'll find a prison with chilling features, a sky cell, much like the one Tyrion Lannister found himself in during the show. Inside this cell, there's a corpse eerily similar to Tyrion's characters. Unfortunately, this Tyrion didn't make it out alive. Number 4. Tomb Raider's Skeleton. Ever stumble upon a tomb in The Witcher 3 and find a skeleton inside? During the Great Escape quest, Geralt does exactly that. Normally, he'd just move on, but this time, he chuckles and drops a snarky line about the skeleton being Tomb Raider.
Tomb Raider. Seems this one liked elven stuff.
A clear shout-out to Lara Croft herself. Guess this adventurer had a bit too much of affinity for elven treasures. Number 5. The Departed Dialogue. Next up, a hidden gem for fans of The Departed. After finishing the Return to Crookback Bog, you'll hear a witch hunter quote Mark Wahlberg's famous line from the movie, "Maybe yes, maybe not, maybe go fuck yourself." A hilarious tribute to the fantastic crime film.
Without asking for too many details, do you have anyone in with Costello presently?
Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe fuck yourself.
Number 6. Skyrim's Arrow to the Knee. Remember how every guard in Skyrim complained about taking an arrow to the knee?
I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee.
I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee.
Yo, I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee.
Well, The Witcher 3 gives us an answer as to who might have been behind all these shots. The Black Infantry archer card in Gwent has the line, "I aim for the knee. Always." Who knew Geralt's world was responsible for all the knee troubles? A fun nod to one of the gaming's most popular memes. Number 7. Assassin's Creed crossover. Okay, I know this one is technically from The Witcher 2, but it's too cool not to include. In Flotsam, you'll find the body of someone dressed in a familiar white robe and a red sash. It's a dead assassin, clearly referencing to the Assassin's Creed series. A great crossover for fans of both games. Number 8. Fight Club's Tyler Durden. Do you like a good fist fight? In Novigrad, there's a side quest called Fist of Fury. That lets you take on a series of opponents. The final one? A tailor named Durden, a nod to none other than Tyler Durden from the Fight Club. So if you are brawling, this is a subtle but awesome tribute to the cult classic. Number 9. Game of Thrones The Red Funeral. We're back in Skellige, where after completing the King's Gambit, you'll witness a bloody feast where berserkers transform into bears and wreak havoc. Afterwards, the Jarls mention they haven't seen anything like it since the Red Funeral. Sounds familiar? It's an unmistakable reference to the Red Wedding from Game of Thrones. Number 10. Doctor Who's Weeping Angels. Last but definitely not least, we have one of the creepiest Easter eggs in the game. Near Crow's Perch, you'll find 2 statues resembling the terrifying weeping angels from Doctor Who. When you turn your back on them and look again, they've moved. Fans of the show will instantly recognize this chilling Easter egg, and even if you haven't watched it, stumbling upon these angels will still give you goosebumps. And there you have it, 10 of the most epic and surprising Easter eggs in The Witcher 3. Which one was your favorite? Drop a comment below and let us know. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that notification bell for more deep dives into your favorite games. Until the next time, fellow Witchers, stay sharp and keep exploring.